Hi, it's Brad Mullen with Engadget, and we are in Chicago to check out the T-mobileMytouch and the myTouchQ. Now, myTouch is of course a very familiar brand name because we've seen HTC and LG come out with their own versions over the past couple years. So this is Huawei's turn to take a crack at it. Now it's going to be a mid-range handset here. As you can tell, it's a little bit different UI than what we're normally used to, but it's running off of Android 2.3.6. So yes, it is gingerbread. Definitely a bit outdated at this point. It's one of our disappointments. Now, in terms of the two different devices here, the myTouch and the myTouchQ, the only difference that you're going to see between the two is that the Q has the QWERTY. Now, both of them have the same CPU. It's a 1.4 gigahertz single core processor. It has a 5 megapixel camera on the back with a VGA camera on the front. Now, just to give you a little bit of a tour here, we've got the app tray. As you can tell, it's a little bit different in terms of where it shows your recent applications up here on the top. You can see the downloaded apps. And you also have a place where you can remove some of these apps as well. One of the things that T-Mobile is promoting here is the Genius button. Now, the thing about the Genius button is, well, frankly, it's just a standard voice dictation, just with a special brand to it. The thing about it is you can still call, you can tell it that you want to call people, you want to text people, do all the standard things that you would want to do with a voice dictation. It's just with the special Genius button brand. Now we're going to take a quick look here at the myTouchQ. Okay, like I said, the Q is going to be pretty much the same exact thing. It's just if you're a fan of the QWERTY keyboard, then you're going to want to take a look at this. You're going to want to use this. By the way, this is coming out. Both of these phones are coming out this summer. They haven't given a specific time on it, but it's going to be this summer, and it's going to be $50 after a $50 mail-in rebate with a 2-year contract. Now, to give you a little general tour of the device, on the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack with the power button. On the back is the 5 megapixel camera, LED flash, and the speaker grill down at the bottom. Over on the right hand side is an oldie but goodie. We've got the dedicated camera button here. So one of our favorite things to see on a phone like this. On the bottom is just a standard mic. And then of course on the left hand side we have the volume rocker and the micro USB connector port. So in terms of the phone itself, it seems pretty good for a single core 1.4 gigahertz. Obviously power users are going to want to go with something a little bit more processor heavy, more a dual core, quad core, something like that. So really this is a mid-range phone for just anyone looking for a new messaging device or just a standard one where they don't have to spend a whole lot of money. The one thing that we're kind of disappointed on, aside from the gingerbread of course, is the keyboard here. There's not a whole lot of travel with the keys. So in typing, it's certainly going to be an inherited trait where you're just going to have to get used to it. Frankly, just playing with it for a few minutes, we weren't too satisfied with how much we were able to type on it. It was a pretty bad experience. So overall, that is the T-mobileMytouch and the myTouchQ. And once again, this is Brad with Engadget.